Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on a video. Welcome back to the channel where last time we were here we did a cool interchange build. We did a system interchange that had an integrated service interchange kind of in it, and we really revitalized that vanilla starting interchange, and I think it's going to flow really well. There's been a few changes since we last met. But in today's episode, we're going to be starting to build out by the lake area. So just on the other side of the highway from Port Roberts. And we are going to kind of be doing a bit of medium density, kind of a cool lake waterfront vibe getting going. We're going to get banks rolling as well because we don't have banks yet. And I really want to get them in the city. So yeah, a few fun things to check out. Let's hop out and look at what we did last episode. Actually, before we do that, this is post-edit Steven here. We're actually going to split this video up into two parts. The final edit of this video was rather long. In today's episode, we're actually going to be really focusing mainly on getting the banks, so by kind of playing up with the financial districts DLC a little bit, and the Heart of Korea, getting in some cool medium density areas. So I hope you enjoy. The next episode will be tomorrow, where we focus on that aforementioned waterfront. So this is the interchange. So we have a cool semi-directional T interchange, which is kind of connected with this Parklow over here, that service interchange. So in a way that this service interchange can service this whole area, while the system interchange mixes these two highways. So what is new from the last time we met? Well, first of all, we have one big new feature, which is this area here previously had, you can see in the trees, a road that connected up into here. That was completely unnecessary because we already have that connection through here. Now, I actually put it onto the other side of the road, seeing as it wasn't really necessary for cars to merge in on this side, and then they were kind of forced to go off in this direction when they can, from their destination, just go in that way via the arterials. So getting them to merge on the left side, while somewhat, irregular, works out fantastically and not unheard of. But other than that, I think that is the only major change in this area. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, we're going to be building out in this pocket here today. We've kind of forced ourselves to do this with the previous builds. We've gotten a couple roads out this way. We have some bridges ready to go. So it only makes sense that we're going to be building this area up for this episode. Episode 20, I believe. In the series, so that is pretty fun. And yes, we're going to be doing a bit of a mix. So we're going to get some Heart of Korea in here, and we're going to be getting some eco-friendly buildings through here with cool waterfront boardwalk kind of vibe going, and some banks. And we're going to start off with the banks because we're going to need to play a little mini game to get the banks. Now, I love the bank asset, but we need to place a stock exchange first. Now, I was hoping that we could hold off on this, but the bank asset is just calling my name lately, and I've been struggling to not include it in recent builds. So we're going to get this stock exchange to level 2 so we can unlock the little bank. Now, I'm just hoping that if we do this, we plop it down, get it to level 2, that we can then delete this building and then go about our business with the bank while not having the stock exchange. So I'm just going to place this over here, and we're going to be playing a little bit of the stock exchange mini game to get ourselves to level 2. All right, so we have level 2 now. We unlocked the bronze cow, the bronze panda, and the small bank. So that is awesome. It's been a little while since we played this mini game, so I'm hoping that we can just maybe leave the healthcare fund for a rainy day or something like that. We'll have that one running in the background. Okay, so here's the test. Can we keep the banks and then delete the stock exchange? So let's place a bank down, and then we'll delete the stock exchange. And I guess we need to sell our last stock, so I guess we can't keep that for a rainy day. That's okay. We will hopefully make a bit of money on this next go around. Okay, $5,000 loss. We can take that. Although that's a really good investment. Let's see if we can wait one more week here. Ah, okay. We're gonna take the hit. It's okay. Our bank account is real good. So we'll sell off those assets, delete this, and hopefully we can place banks still. Nice, we can. Okay. So while the medium bank is cool, I just really wanted to have the small bank. This is one of my favorite assets in the game because it looks so nice on main streets. The medium bank looks really good in like medium density areas, but this small bank is just perfect for me. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should get the level 3 bank going. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I think we should have gotten the level 3 bank going. My bad. Let's continue with this. Right, so we got the large bank and the elevated plaza. Should we continue this any further? Let's see if those buildings are worth it here. Let's pause the game. Underground Garden Plaza and International Trade Building. I think we can wait until when we actually place the Stock Exchange building down. So let's delete it now. Sweet, so we got the 2 banks unlocked. That was easy. Now let's go and place these little banks around our city in locations that really cry out for a bank, right? So let's take a look at that. The Financial Districts DLC, mixed reviews from the community, but I really like it, mainly for the banks. I think the banks are really fun. So let's see, we are in Oracle Bay here. Where would a bank go? Well, tons of options, right? We have some great industries throughout this area. We have a nice office area through here. Now, would a medium bank go in here instead? No, I think the small bank works out great. And I'm kind of eyeing this little pocket down in here, but it's getting a little close to this area. I might want to move it over on this side, but we don't really have that planned out yet. I think we could probably get away with safely placing it in a location over here, for example, right beside the community center and stuff like that. I think that's a very, very reasonable place to place this bank. So there we go, and then that means we could probably place another one over on this side. And we have a post office right here, just above the building right now. So I think we could probably place this building right down in here, right beside it. All right, now let's just delete a few of these buildings so that we let's just delete them all, Steven. So that we can get better zone blocks through here. But yeah, that's a great spot for a bank. I think that works out really, really nicely. Okay, a bit of a backup here. Interesting. Maybe we need to change a few things around with the streets. All right, so we got some more assets in here now, and including one of my favorite buildings in the entire game, this laundromat, because it has amazing parking. That's it. That's the only reason. All right, so let's continue placing some more banks down, particularly because we have a few pockets that we've already included. So we got one there, one there. I don't think we need one in Pride Promenade, but I think we should get one in and around the market area along the main street area. So we have a bit of commercial through here. That's fine to kind of take out. We have a bit of residential. Could we maybe slide it down over here a little bit? Yeah, over on this side maybe. I kind of like the fact that there's still some homes there though. Maybe we could instead, if it fits perfectly right here, I think we have to plop it down right there. And it does fit perfectly there, but maybe this side is better. Yeah, let's plop it down right there. And then we can... Actually, so I really like these two buildings together, right here and here. They go really well. It looks like they were developed at the same time. So instead of having zoning right there, why don't we leave it blank and make it a path? All right, so this bank here looks fantastic. Whoa, we're inside of the building. Yeah, that looks really great there. Okay, so now let's maybe think about one more of these small banks, and then let's actually, do we need another one? I was thinking maybe the next one could go out over on this side. Yeah, let's put it out over here, and then we get a medium bank inside of the downtown-ish core. So this area works perfectly, though the grids don't really work for it here. Maybe we need to push this down onto this side a little bit, but again, the grids don't really work here. Interesting dilemma we have. I think we're probably best to get it on this side of the area. We could actually place it right here in this little pocket of zoning. This is a park to be, or we can try and just say, you know what, we can forego the stuff on this street right here, and we can just say that this bank bought up that extra land or something. It's probably best to get it right here, so let's plop that down. Though it fits perfectly right here. It fits too perfectly there. Let's plop it right there. All right, so we got that bank in, and now we can get our medium bank. And the reason why I'm spending so much time on this is because the banks are just so cool to add in. It was such a great addition with the Financial Districts DLC. Okay, so we need one location for a bank, and let's make it pretty central. So maybe right off of this street here. We have a few office buildings in these blocks. All right. How big do we need? It's actually pretty small, eh? Okay. So what if we were to plop it down instead of this residential building right here? Actually, it should probably be on a corner, right? So why don't we take off these residential buildings here and plop it down just like that? All right. Now we have a bit of residential along the back here, zoning wise. Let's take out these blocks of zoning and just leave them fallow, because I think that looks decent enough. All right, so we have our bank asset in here, and I think that's pretty coolly positioned. What version of the building should we use? We have the pointy one, which is the one I'm leaning towards. Ooh, this one actually looks really good in this kind of build, though. Very modern and sleek. Looks pretty cool, actually. I like that. I like that a lot for this build. And then we have the classic one with like a bit of a dome on it. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna go with the one with the black surroundings of it. I think that's really cool. You can kind of see the symbol from this from the ocean too, which is nice. If the shading actually worked. Yeah, I think that looks really neat. Actually, I kind of want to turn it the other way because it'll really kind of show in this direction. So let's do that. Whoops. I don't want to go into options. I want to just turn this building around, please. There we go. Flip it around. Yeah, that's better, because now the symbol is actually visible, whereas if you're on this side, it's too dark. So yeah, I think that works out great. And then we can just add in a few trees. All right, fantastic. So that was adding in banks into the game. So fantastic. So we got Smith Heights over here, which stretches out into this little pocket of land. Then we got Oracle Lake, the district, and then we have Upper Oracle Lake. Now, Smith Heights, if you feel like renaming this, feel free to leave a comment down below. So we're going to use the Heart of Korea stuff in this area because I feel like it's pretty underused and it's really neat. So I'm just going to kind of build up this little area. I like Heart of Korea because it's medium density. We have residential demand. We have commercial demand. We have a bit of industry, so we can squeeze some offices in. Maybe some actual industry down the road, but really this build is focused on commercial and residential. So let's see, but let's connect this road up, because this road, once it loads, swings down into here, and that's pretty cool. But I feel like we should probably just connect these up right here like that. It would make things easy. So let's keep it loose, keep it easy, keep it breezy, you know? So I think we can kind of throw something like this out there. And then we'll come in with like a nice perfect curve to this road. Just like that. Yeah, that's sweet. I like that. We'll turn zoning off of this guy right here. And this one right here. So then right along Pride Promenade, it's a true promenade. And then we don't want to connect anything up to this road here. This is going to be kind of cul-de-sac, but it's going to be residential. I don't mind getting pedestrian connections out of this area, though. I think that is entirely feasible for us to do. Let's turn off some of these guidelines here. All right, so we have a quickly designed kind of interchange, my goodness, neighborhood right here. And we're gonna get a fence along this side, no problem at all. I think that's really important for us to do regardless. But yeah, we're just gonna fill this up with Heart of Korea. So the district, I believe, is over top of it. Yes, it is. Smith Heights, perfect. And Heart of Korea is low density residential, I believe. So this could be interesting to see what kind of pops up. Now, I want priority on this street. All right, so here's the first little community. I think the Heart of Korea stuff is really interesting because it's low density, but it looks like medium density. Like, it looks fantastic together. It looks great on interesting angles too. A lot of repetitivity, but I think that is okay. Yeah, so like, there's not that many people living in this building, 6 total. But yeah, I think it does a good job. I think it does a good job at kind of getting a theme across, and I didn't want it to be these tall buildings again. So yeah, that looks really, really good. So now we need to think about bridging into here, right? So we have a few streets coming out this way. We have 14th Street. Oh my goodness, I didn't bring the name all the way to the end, and we're gonna have to do this again anyways. But just so I remember which street is which. So we got 10th and 14th coming into here. Now, 10th Street has an interesting situation in its trajectory because it's pretty much lined up with this. So I'm gonna connect it up with that. Just makes sense. That way people from the downtown could even, well, anywhere really, but you can drive right from the downtown to this interchange directly. That's also a really good way off if you're coming in from the suburbs or something like that. You can get right into the city that way, should you wish. I bet this street would get real busy. But I think this is a realistic thing to do, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's turn on our guidelines. We're elevated in a straight position. We need to descend a little bit, not that much, so let's click home. Let's see how far we can go. So that is the farthest we can go right there before we get a weird little thing. So we can just do that, and then let's basically go straight for a little bit on ground level so that we can actually zone stuff on this. And then we'll go to about here, and then we'll do a clean curve connection right in, just like that. So we'll just need to adjust the node really quickly with node controller. Something real simple like this can work for now. Oh, and I do realize that there is something funky happening here. So let's just do this with the lane arrows. Perfect. A dedicated left is perfect. Okay, so we can now slope this as well. So we go into network multi-tool and close that. There we go. And we can go slope, and we'll slope from this node because that is the highest we need it to go. And we'll slope it down just down there, 5% ish, maybe a little bit more, 3.3%. Real good slope right there, especially for cars. And then we'll just smooth out the terrain a little bit around it, just to remove some of the funkiness. Awesome. Okay, so we have a cool situation here, right? So we have some trees through here, but it's all around the highway. But I think it could still make for like some nice dog walking park or something like that. So I think we can probably do that. Okay, but we got a connection here and it's already heavily used. That is fantastic. I really like to see that. And then we have this street here, so 14th Street. 14th Street can connect pretty much anywhere. It can even dead end into another street. It doesn't need to continue really beyond it. We can curve it into Oracle Lake. But I think the best bet is to have some sort of arterial road running from this little pocket here down into Oracle Lake, stopping it along the waterfront, and then bringing 14th Street into that street. So let's choose an appropriate distance from here, maybe right about there, that node that we previously ended the sloping on. And then it doesn't need to be straight or anything like that, so let's just go into freeform actually. And we'll just connect up at a good angle on this road. Actually, this is basically straight, so let's just do straight. There we go. And then this one, it can turn into a smaller road down the line. But 14th Street needs to connect. So we can just bring this one right in. But I'm actually going to go from here so that we have a good at-grade connection. Yeah, there we go. So bringing out 10 units. And then I'll just connect it up like this pretty simply. And then we'll just readjust the slope as necessary. Okay, very good. We have our continuation of the grid, but we're adding in some curves. So that's going to change some things up, right? All right, so we have one main kind of arterial road running into here. I don't think this will be the only road running into this pocket. Maybe we can get one more connection, but this is definitely going to be the more dominant road. So let's bring out 8 units, and then we're just going to kind of curve a little bit in this direction. Yeah, we'll do that. And then let's maybe bring it through these trees. All right, so in Smith's Heights, we're going to continue with the Heart of Korea DLC, or Content Creator Pack, but we have some things to do first. So I just placed this road network down, kind of just off the cuff here. A few ideas that are kind of in my head. One of them being a school. We need some schools. So let's start with an elementary school, or maybe we should start with the high school this time. Where would a high school go out in this area? That's library, Steven. There we go. High school. Yeah, so we have a great opportunity to get a high school in here. Maybe in this pocket, though, is a better option for the high school. Yeah, this seems like a good little spot. I don't really want to cram anything in too much. We have the unique little high school here, though. This is a pretty good spot for one, though. It is right off of the highway. But maybe we could kind of get it right in this little zone, though. Right in here. That could be cool. Yeah, maybe we should go with something like the Creative Arts High School, though. That's a little different looking. It is rather big, though. That is the issue. And then this one is just massive, so that's not going to work for sure. And I'm not the fan of this one, even though we recently discovered that you can put two and two together, and it works great. But this one is probably our best bet. I like it on the corner here. So why don't we do that? We'll place the high school in this little pocket. And then let's just readjust really quickly. All right, so we have a high school kind of crammed in here, but I think it actually looks really good. Fits perfectly with the kind of idea, and I think the building itself is going to look really good with Heart of Korea. And kind of looking at it from the sky, I think it kind of transitions the idea a little bit over onto this side. So yeah, let's get some residential in here now, and then maybe we can talk about some commercial. Oh wait, elementary school, of course. My goodness, definitely need that. And I think we can probably go with either. Should we go with the large capacity one? No, we are kind of in need over here for an elementary school, and then we don't need to kind of get any more in this area. But I kind of don't mind that. But maybe a large elementary school is the safe bet here. It doesn't really fit perfectly like that, like I was hoping, but we could plop it down kind of right in here. That could be good, actually. That looks nice right there for the grounds. Let's click it in and let's see. So we have a bit of a gate right here. I've never really used this asset before. And then we have a fence, which is the one thing that's really good because we're backing onto quite the popular street. We have another entrance right there. Okay. And then it looks like it has a gym, actually. Maybe this is a gym. Looks like it's connected with a bridge right here. That's really cool. So let's kind of run with the idea that this is a bit of a gate, and maybe let's extend this area a little bit more. We'll run a path right there. We'll run another path right beside it to there. And I guess we might as well just do one more. And then why don't we just add a little bit of touch with the tiny parks. Some of my favorite assets are in this little tiny parks area. Tiny playground, no, tiny park is what I'm looking for. Just something like that. I think we can probably get 2 in here. And what looks great together is the tiny pond. And then if you get another one, the tiny gazebo. I think they will look really good together. There we go. So that adds a ton of value to this area. And since we're doing that, we could probably even turn zoning off of this street. And this way we can add in a bit more on this area. And I mean, we're having a ton of stuff come off, or sorry, a ton of cars come off this road here, right? Because it is the highway. So I wouldn't really want zoning on that street anyways. Okay, so we're definitely going to need a path running around the back here to connect up. That just makes sense. And then we have this fallow land through this area. I'm sure we can make it into some sort of park. But let's run just a fun little nature path through this area. All right, so I'm going to detail it up at the end because I just want to keep moving. But key features, we have the elementary school, we have all the Heart of Korea residential. I think this is a great area, a great theme to use around this little pocket. I think that looks really good. And I think we've kind of worn out the Heart of Korea for today. So I'm going to change up some of the districts, but this high school looks great there. I think that is really, really fun. What else did I do? Oh, I put this old cafe here. Kind of maybe as like a symbol of the past a little bit. It's kind of surrounded, but it's a historical building, so I think that looks really, really fun. So let's change up some of the districts, because Smith Heights will only be that little pocket then, including what we did earlier. So that's just kind of the Heart of Korea stuff, but let's rejig the zoning. So we have Oracle Lake coming up here now. So here's the final result of the episode. Got some really great medium density stuff going on through here. I really like the Hearts of Korea DLC. I think this area suits this kind of location really nicely. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to be diving more into that waterfront at the top of the screen there. I'm getting in a cool bar district mixed in with a transit station and some other cool elements. So fun little bonus video, I guess, this week. We did miss an episode earlier in the week, so I guess in a way this kind of makes up for it. But hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Well, tomorrow. Peace out.